Hello, my name is Jackie Gregory, 7 County Way, Elkton, and I'm here to support the property owners who have spoken here tonight. After an initial map for SB 236 came out of the planning department, I was surprised at the immediate direction of discussion by the majority of our board. Since we have 5 commissioners who were elected based on a platform of conservative values and property rights, I expected discussion of the map to center around how we could minimize loss of property rights by making it less restrictive. Instead, Commissioner Brumell immediately moved in the opposite direction, arguing for more land to be placed in restricted Tier 4, resulting in more Cecil County landowners having their property rights stolen by them by government officials.
Incorrect.
So far, Commissioners Mullen and Dunn, I'd appreciate not being interrupted.
You're not.
So far, Commissioners Mullen and Dunn followed Brumell, abdicating the responsibility to the people they are supposed to serve and instead pushed forward to an agenda that is inconsistent with the principles of liberty. I recently read a letter in the Wake by Commissioner Mullen in which he argues for his position, saying that the state in the future may possibly take action against counties that don't comply with their agenda. Currently, the state has no such authority to punish counties or change their maps, and everybody here tonight should understand that this is a local map coming from our local commissioners. And in order for the state to ever have any kind of recourse, they would have to go to the legislature to get that authority, something that is not likely to happen in anytime soon, given the controversial nature of this bill. I was surprised when I read that reasoning. Is the commissioner willing to raise the white flag and cede the rights of his constituents because of what might happen in the future? That's like an unarmed person breaking into a person's house and the homeowner responding by turning over his possessions and family without a fight. If the state is going to take the rights of the citizens, let them come and have a fight about it. What kind of leadership is it just to cede those rights rather than stand up for the citizens you were elected to represent? We deserve strong leadership on behalf of our citizens, not cowards. I have also recently read some letters written by activists in ARCA and CLOA, a smart growth organization which Brumell and Mullen founded along with a handful of other people. One such letter makes the case that downzoning does not affect property value. This individual clearly does not understand the market, the free market. When there is a market for something, supply and demand determine the value. In this case, when the government is arbitrarily controlling the supply, demand of the market, land values will be affected either by increasing or decreasing depending on the tier you fall into. That is simple free market economics. Studies by Heartland, Cato Institute, and Demographia and other organizations have shown this to be the case. This can have future impact on taxes for all of us, and as many farmers testified a few weeks ago and tonight, it will affect the equity they often need and rely on for the continuing operation of their farms. Another claim was that the restrictive map will reduce property taxes because it will reduce the need for school expansion brought about by population increases. Statements by the Maryland Department of Planning contradict this claim. This map has nothing to do with population increases. You will still have the population increases. The only thing it does is push growth into one area so that our small towns will now become highly urbanized centers. You look at any urbanized city in America and tell me how their taxes are working out for them, that they have smaller taxes, less congestion, less smog. The studies, the reality is not there. If you want to lower taxes, you look at some of the rural counties where all this complaint is about sprawl, and they're the ones with the lowest taxes. Government-mandated smart growth not only runs contrary to the American values of liberty, freedom, and responsibility, it runs contrary to freedom and common sense. Smart growth as a government-mandated item is something, just because of its principle alone, it should be voted down. You have time to go back to the drawing board and include those who were left out of the process, like the Planning Commission. You have time to listen to the landowners who have overwhelmingly spoken against this, who you are supposed to represent. For those who are moving on to other things in a few months, you have time to leave behind a legacy that shows strength rather than cowardice. Do what you were elected to do.
I'd like to respond. Excuse me. She addressed me right.
Point of order. No shouting from the audience.
This is about being heard, and she made some statements about me I would just like to respond to. And directly, I have always said I advocated more of the Tier 4 being taken out, and I did not support a tier map that selectively removed Tier 4 out of the map into Tier 3 that benefited certain property owners. And this had to be a fair and equitable process. If you go to my website, I've had to put this up, and there's audio recordings supporting me. And, just give me the benefit of the doubt, and you can hear for yourself. These people are well orchestrated, and they're there to support Robert Hodge and
Testimony. Thank you. We're going to move to this row right here.
Whoever has the website with the video, please give the address to everybody so people can see the commissioner meeting video where this is all discussed. Thank you.